Hello, and welcome to the Heart of Markness Classic Rock Podcast. This is a bonus episode outside of the normal Led Zeppelin stuff that I do every Sunday. Every once in a while, I did it a lot during the pandemic when everybody was just home going crazy. I started cranking out bonus episodes. And when I come across something that catches my eye or ear, and then I have the motivation to then follow through with it, I make a bonus episode. This is one such episode. It is a Mike Millard Saint, Mike Millard master recording of the Rolling Stones at the LA Forum on July 9th, 1975. This is when the first time Ronnie Wood was with the band. I think at this point on this tour, my Rolling Stones lore is not as deep or as concretized as my Led Zeppelin lore, so I may be wrong on this, but I know Mick Taylor left, I believe, in the band in December of 74, and then they being the Stones, went through a bunch of guitarists during the recording of what would eventually be Black and Blue, and Ronnie Wood was the one that came out on top. I can't remember the other guy that was a close second. Oh my god, I want to say his name is Mick. No, because there was a million Micks already. Shit. Is it Bernie Marsden? I don't know. Somebody was an almost, and they talked about Jimmy Page, but Jimmy Page was considered for the Stones back in the mid-60s, 66, 65-ish. He was considered for the Stones when they were thinking of getting rid of Brian even earlier. But he did record with the Stones in 74, and the single Scarlet, which came out a few years ago finally, was released with Jimmy Page and the Rolling Stones. And he also recorded with the Rolling Stones for the Dirty Work album in 85, 86, on the song One Hit to the Body and one other song. Win and Ugly, maybe? I can't remember. But definitely One Hit to the Body. Excellent song. Excellent song. All right, so that's the Rolling Stones. They have Ronnie Wood touring with them. Black and Blue is not out yet. This is kind of a, hey, we're back. We haven't toured in a couple of years, because the last time they toured was 73. So we're getting back on the road with Ronnie Wood, who might still be Ronnie Wood from The Faces. The Faces were around in 75 too, wrapping things up. So up in the air, but Ronnie, he's a multi-instrumentalist. He plays a lot of stringed things, and I think he plays saxophone too, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, multiple instruments, good foil for the band, looks like Keith, parties with Keith, gets along with Keith. Mick Taylor is a virtuoso, blues guitarist who elevated the Stones in many ways. Ronnie is a down and dirty party monster like Keith, and fits in with the band, and has hair like Keith, and gets along great. And that's what the Rolling Stones have been for the last 50 years almost. Holy shit. Ronnie's been with the Stones for almost 50 years. That's unreal. All right, well, that's all that to say. This is the Rolling Stones touring with Ronnie Wood ahead of Black and Blue, basically kind of touring on It's Only Rock and Roll. But essentially, it's a greatest hits Rolling Stones tour. Hey, we're here. We didn't fall apart. Don't forget about us. And it's great. Mike Millard, the reason why I call him Saint Michael Millard, if you don't know, is a famous concert taper, the most famous concert taper, I believe. And he was noted for making unbelievably good quality recordings, because he would scout the location, he would find the best places in venues for recording to get the best sound altogether, and then he would smuggle in a Nakamichi recorder. And if you don't know, Nakamichi has been the legendary top-end recorder, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz recording for as long as I've known them. Tape recorder, the best sound you can get out of a cassette tape. Generally, I'm sure people will be like, actually, if you get the whatever, they're the Rolls Royce of cassette tape players. And Mike would smuggle that in, oftentimes in a wheelchair. He would pretend to be handicapped, and back then they didn't necessarily have many places, so they would wheel you to a sweet spot right in front of the soundboard, or right behind the soundboard. So, great spot, and he would record there with little microphone capsules. The actual microphone part of the microphone is about the size of a stack of nickels. And he would have those in his hat or on his person, and he would capture these amazing stereo recordings that sounded essentially like a live album, sometimes better. And he captured many artists. Led Zeppelin, famously. Led Zeppelin, of course, Queen, the Rolling Stones, Yes, a million times, Genesis, a million times. I think he captured Supertramp. Basically, if you go through my hundreds and hundreds of artists, Queen, Thin Lizzy, The Who, basically think 1970s, and he's captured it. And because it was in the LA area, or the SoCal area, because he went down to San Diego even, I believe, he was capturing really great shit. So, all hail Saint Mike Millard. That's why I call him Saint, because he's done great things for culture, American culture and musical culture in general. Because where else are you going to hear this? So, getting to it. Rolling Stones. Sorry I talked so long. I'm kind of laying the foundation. All right, let's jump in and go with Star. Filthy song, funny song, off of Goat's Head Soup, I think. Funnier with Ronnie, because Ronnie gets into the sleaze like the rest of the band. Star, July 9th, 1975. Taped at the LA Forum by Mike Millard. Dig it.
Baby, I'm so sad that you been gone. Way back in New York City, where you told the lie. I ain't no time for the style. I know no reason why. I don't care about you. I'm gonna make a jump on life. Say, honey, on the telephone, I know you're moving out to Hollywood. Me and you can't taste the bone. I know you beat up friends of mine. Got you in that hood. I'm no star, I got you back in that hood.
See what I mean about the incredible sound? If that's your first Mike Millard experience, most of his recordings are like that. And the incredibly high standards. And we lost him in the early 90s way too soon. So, blessings upon you, Saint Mike Millard. May you be at peace wherever and however you are. So, badass song, Star Star. Great sound, right? Nice bass capturing, everything. Mixed vocals, magnificent. Everything is great. Love it. So, let me tell you the set list for this show, because you can go to heartofmarkness.com, my website, and get this entire concert recording for yourself, not just the ones I play. You can get it to yourself absolutely free. All this stuff is free. He taped these shows to trade freely, not to sell as bootlegs, but to trade amongst tape traders. You know, like the Grateful Dead and the Fish and the jam band people. The tape traders. There's a subculture of humans who record concert shows and trade them amongst each other and keep very good track of the lineage to keep the trading pools pure. So if you have a first generation copy, you will know that. And this is off the master tape. This is a digitized, the actual tape that was in the arena with Mike Millard, digitized, sweetened, speed corrected, all that shit, curated wonderfully, and then shared freely by the GEMS tape group. Thank you, GEMS, J-E-M-S, for the very best. The set list is the introduction, ladies and gentlemen, the Rolling Stones. Honky Tonk Woman, all down the line. If You Can't Rock Me, into Get Off of My Cloud, Star Star, Gimme Shelter, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, You Gotta Move, You Can't Always Get What You Want, Happy, Tumbling Dice, It's Only Rock and Roll, Heartbreaker, not the Led Zeppelin one, Fingerprint File, Angie, Wild Horses, That's Life, Out of Space, that's Billy Preston, who's playing with them on this tour, Brown Sugar, Midnight Rambler, Rip This Joint, Street Fightin' Man, Jumpin' Jack Flash, and Sympathy for the Devil. Hell of a show, right? 1975, it's full of hits. Just go see him in 2024, full of hits. They're still pulling it off. Impressively at 81 fucking years old. So, that's that. Go to heartofmarkness.com and get that. That'll make you happy forever. And if you're a Rolling Stones fan, that'll make you happy forever. All right, friendos. Speaking of the aforementioned Doot Heartbreaker, let's listen to Doot Heartbreaker, shall we? Excellent song.
She's the boys who sent you off. And in the face of mistaken identities, they put a bullet in your heart. I'm way too vulnerable. I'm gonna tear up apart. I'm real too vulnerable. We'll tear up apart. She's a needle Really? Thank you very much.
That was awesome. And the performance was awesome, but the recording was also amazing. And it's just crazy the clarity and the depth and the stereo field he gets with that ad hoc setup. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely wonderful, and tremendously important. Like, if that was on the radio, you would not go, hey, that's not a professional live recording. No, you'd go, hey, the Stones, that was pretty good. Bless them. Bless Gems for the project of digitizing and curating and archiving all of his extant recordings, tracking them down. We have a whole bunch of master tapes, dozens if not hundreds of master tapes, dozens if not hundreds of first generation recordings, and when you're dealing with this quality, a first gen is just fine. Master's still better though. Alright, friendos, I've got one more for you. I'm not going to do the spiel. This is a bonus episode. This is just music. Here you go. Every week I do a spiel where I could say where you can find me, etc., etc. Never mind. This is just music. Fun. This is a bit of a jam, a groove. This is Fingerprint File. And I really like it. I really liked it when I listened to it. It's not like a great jam like listening to The Dead or a great live Zeppelin track where they're just going off. It's a groove. The Stones are a groove band, and it's a nice funky groove. And I hope you like it. It's about 9 minutes long or so. But cool tune. Cool tune. I used to not like it, and now I do. So how about that? Fingerprint File, y'all. It's the last one I'm going to play for you. I did some Googling while that was playing, and that's Keith on the lead wah-wah guitar, Mick on rhythm guitar, Ronnie on bass, and I think it's a Fender Jazz, because it sounds like the same instrument as Peter Green when he would go crazy on the Green Manalishi. on the bass, my guess, and Billy Preston on keyboards, who was replacing Nicky Hopkins. So yeah, Ronnie was not part of the Stones at that time. It was kind of an extended tryout. And in December of that year, he would be made an official Rolling Stone. So there you have it. Go to heartofmarkness.com if you would like to get the rest of that show. Thanks, everybody. I'll be back Sunday. Every Sunday, I put out a Led Zeppelin or Led Zeppelin-related show like this one, where I play recordings of various Led Zeppelin concerts or Jimmy Page concerts, etc., and play them with some commentary and insight, hopefully. Thank you very much for your time, friendos. Thank you very much for your ears, friendos. Don't forget to go to heartofmarkness.com and get this stuff. And if you feel like it, you can follow me on Instagram, Heart of Markness, YouTube, Heart of Markness. There's a Facebook group, Heart of Markness. I have a Patreon, and my beautiful patrons pay for all this and support this channel in that way. Patreon.com/Heart of Markness if that interests you. I think that covers it, right? Yeah. Thank you very much. Be good to yourselves and each other, and I'll talk to you soon, hopefully. Bye-bye.